Hello to everyone tuned in today. I welcome you to another edition of the International Dinner, where you can whip up some magic in your kitchen while you learn about the new culture. My name is Ayotunde Akinsoinu, or better known as Ayo, and I will be your host for today. So, as you may or may not have seen on our social media platforms, we're all about the Mexican cuisine today, and Jessi and Karla will be introducing us to the Mexican culture through the food that they will be preparing today. So this program is organized by the International Office of the Technical University of Ilmenau, and it is also supported by iSTUFF, who has made it possible for us to stream this program live. We would also like to listen to or hear from the audience. And so please, we encourage you to use the chat function of the YouTube stream if you have any questions, and we'll be able to take your questions and answer as many questions as possible. We would also appreciate if you post the pictures that you have cooked of the food that you cook on Instagram using the hashtag International Dinner Virtual. So without wasting any much more of our time, allow me to introduce you to our cooks this evening, Jessi and Karla. Hello.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hi. So Jessi and Karla are both students at the at the Technical University of Ilmenau, and they have been so kind to host us this evening. So Jessi and Karla, would you please introduce yourself to the audience and tell us, what are you cooking today? What should we expect?
Do you want to start?
Yeah, so hi, I'm Karla. I'm studying Media and Communication Science, a master here, and I'm from Mexico, exactly from Mexico City, and yeah.
Hello, my name is Jessica. I am from Puebla. This is a city close to the capital in Mexico, not far away from there, and I am also doing a master program here, Wirtschaftsingenieurwesen.
Nice to meet you both, Jessi and Karla. So what are you cooking for us today?
So today we have prepared 4 side dishes or sauces, if you want to call them like this. And as a main dish, we will prepare sincronizadas. So very important to mention is that we were asked to prepare something with the ingredients that all of you could find in a local supermarket. Of course, we wanted to make something a little bit more elaborated, but it's not possible to find everything in here.
Oh, okay. So, for every ingredient that you're using for this meal can be found here in Germany?
Exactly.
Yes.
Great. Okay. That means everyone can, if you don't cook along now, you can try the recipe later, right?
Yes.
Great. So could you please introduce us what's the name of the food? What kind of ingredients do we need for this food?
Okay, yes, so for the so-called quesadillas or sincronizadas, we are going to need 1 package of tortillas. This is the brand that you can find in a local supermarket, and you can also use any kind of melting cheese of your preference. There is not a problem with that. In addition, you could also put inside some ham, but it is also up to you. Like, you can make a little bit more vegetarian option without it, and this is also possible. And if you are really into avoiding any kind of animal products, we suggest that you use some tortilla chips to eat all the sauces that we will prepare today.
Great. So, if you mentioned earlier that most of the ingredients that you're using for this particular meal can be found here in Germany. Does this mean that typical Mexican meals, we will not be able to find the ingredients here in Germany?
No, for instance, the tortillas, which we use for making tacos, you cannot find in a local supermarket. Therefore, we decided not to go for tacos, which is one of the most traditional dishes in our country.
Okay, great.
Yeah, but it's also super common that you can find this kind of tortillas, like this one, flour tortillas. And yeah, this is also common that you find in Mexico. It's normal for us to cook. but and also in the north of the country, they used to eat burritos, I guess, but not in the other parts.
Yeah, we can say for the center, for the south of the country, we are more used to corn tortillas, which is a specific type that you cannot find in here.
Oh, I see. Okay. Mm-hmm. So how about spices? What kind of spices are you using today? And have you, or were you able to find these also in the local stores here in Germany?
Yes, at least in Irma now. Yeah, and so...
Great.
Yeah, I mean, the rest of the ingredients are usually very common. Like we will use today tomatoes, onion, garlic, some limes, but this is the green type. Usually here in Germany you find more commonly the yellow one. And the one that could be more specific is the chili. This is also optional because we know that not everybody is used to eating spicy food.
I don't eat spicy. Yeah, I'm not typical Mexican, but no, I don't. So today we will prepare a bit without chili.
Yeah, we will have the two possibilities, spicy and non-spicy.
Oh, okay. But generally, typical Mexican food, are they spicy?
Most of it, yes, I would say yes.
What kind of meal would you call typical Mexican, by the way?
Oh, really, our cuisine,
it's so extensive, like we have so many options. And really, if you switch from one state, from one city to the other one, you will find so many and several dishes that you cannot compare them.
Mm-hmm. But in your own area, Jessi, what food is typical in your side of
well, Puebla actually is very well known for its cuisine. We are famous for the mole, which is a sauce made of several ingredients, over 100 ingredients. You can find chalupas, you can find tacos, semitas, and unfortunately most of these dishes are not known outside of the country, but locally we prefer them over one order of tacos. We can say it like this.
Ah, okay, I see. How about you, Karla?
Yeah, so in Mexico City you can find, actually we consume many things from all the other states, and for example it's common that you find enchiladas, but not just with mole, also green enchiladas, tacos, of course, every kind of different tacos, for example the canasta or the guisado, so and also chiles en nogada. I don't know from where it comes.
From Puebla.
From Puebla. And also many things from Oaxaca. We consume a lot of things with tortillas and beans and rice.
Yeah. Ah, nice. So, since you got to Germany, I mean, has your palate changed, or have you been able to continue eating typical Mexican food? I mean, what kind of food do you eat here now in Germany since you moved here?
I think it's a mix. It's a mix because you can compare with ingredients that you find in the local supermarkets. Sometimes you are able to make similar dishes to the ones we are used to eating at home. But also for a special occasion, for instance in Christmas or New Year's Eve, we were able to order some ingredients online, and therefore we were able to make a proper Mexican dish for enjoying with some friends.
Wow. Yes. That much stress.
We just learned, at least I just learned how to cook Mexican things here. My family will be very amazed because in Mexico I didn't cook at all, and here I'm an expert, kind of, at least.
Nice. But what's your favorite German dish?
Oh,
that's a good question.
Rotkohl. I mean, I like Schnitzel and this Klöße or Knödeln. They name this like in Bayern, I guess, but here is Klöße. Yeah. And yours?
Yeah, I also think the flavor of German food is different to our cuisine in Mexico, but definitely the uses and the different uses that they have for cabbage, it's quite interesting.
Okay. Nice, nice. So, I mean, Carla, you were talking about how you never cooked at home.
Yeah.
If I may go back to that point. So, who is, I would not like to say who is responsible, but, what is typical in Mexico? Is it usually like, a simple thing for every gender to do, or is this gender designated, so to say? Is it like the family cooks together or you cook individually? How is it done in Mexico?
I guess it depends how old are you, because like when you are like in elementary school, and normally your parents cook or your mother cook for you, and you try to eat kind of together, or at least with your grandmother sometimes, or your grandparents. But when you are like growing up, then you don't have a lot of time, and then you used to eat in something called fondas. It's a small restaurant with a homemade food, and it's very cheap, and everybody can eat there. So that's why you even don't have time to really cook at home. Then you can find all of this almost every day.
So this is some sort of fast food, right?
This
Well,
is
just a sort of homemade food, or
This is kind of like if you are lazy at home and then like you want to prepare something, or also like quesadillas in the morning or in the evening.
Yeah, we also have a lot of possibilities when you are on the way to school, on the way to your job, to get some street food, like either in the morning, in the afternoon. But specifically when you are working, you have two possibilities. Either you go to the canteen and get your lunch there, or you go to one of these small restaurants like Karla just mentioned. They are the so-called fondas, and let's say one particular aspect of these restaurants is that you get a cheap meal with a traditional home food, like the taste of home.
Yeah.
I see. Oh, okay. But there are none of that outside of Mexico. You can only find them in Mexico, right?
This concept, I guess.
Yeah, it's particularly maybe in Mexico, because out of the country it's more common to see some chain restaurants, I guess.
Yeah, like Taco Bell, or but actually this is like a myth. Like Taco Bell, it's something Mexican. It's more like Tex-Mex, and yeah, maybe it's close to that what people eat like in the north, but at least not in the south center.
Yeah, and let's say the owner or the cook in that restaurant is not a professional. It's usually a family, maybe.
Yes.
So the mother could be cooking inside and you are getting the dishes from her.
And we also have a lot of street food, but a good one. Not really. Sometimes on your way to work or to school, you can find a different, even super elaborate dishes that many people, they just cook in the night. As Jessi mentioned, they are not professional chefs, but they know how to. And the food is very good, and they cook in the night, and then in the morning they sell these kind of things. And it's also cheap. Yeah.
But is this street food? Is it some kind of, is it part of the culture? Is it a cultural thing? Is this something everyone does? Is it, when you think of Mexico, you think of street food. Is this something really particular to the culture?
Definitely, yes.
Yeah, I mean, almost, I guess everybody that I know, they have eaten something on the streets at least once.
So how much influence do you think that this street food has on home cooking and, home cooked meals?
I think
People out, or they prefer to eat at home with the family. What do you think?
I think it depends on the family. The culture in general, we try to gather more, at least in comparison with Germany. we stick together more time. And then even, for example, someone goes to buy the food on the street and we eat together, you know, for example, tamales. It's very difficult to prepare, but you want to eat like together. And yeah, that is very common.
Yeah, and especially in the case that there is only one person living at home, it makes not much sense to spend that much money on buying all the ingredients and spending that much time if you can just go out and get something for €1, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, great. So, without wasting any much more of our time, should we get to the business of the day?
Yeah, of course. We are getting hungry.
Great.
So first of all, we are going to wash our hands.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Please do.
And we will start washing all the ingredients as well, like the tomatoes, avocado, the limes.
Okay.
One aspect different from Germany, in comparison, is like we wash the veggies with soap in Mexico, and here it's just with water.
Okay, what kind of soap are you talking about?
I mean,
or
the normal one with
detergent. I think the one that you use for the dishes is the same we use for the vegetables and fruits.
Okay, but why is this done?
Because normally we don't get like everything from the supermarket directly, so we usually go to the street market or local market. So therefore we know that the ingredients might not be as clean as they are here, no?
Oh, okay.
I guess it's more natural here, some things. So.
Okay.
But if you don't wash it with soap there, it's very strange. The people will see. Yeah, and even with this disinfect, we have like a drops to disinfect. For example, the
lettuce.
Yeah, lettuce or
cabbage.
Or the grapes also.
Okay. I thought you were going to say you disinfect the food stuff as well.
No.
Great.
Okay.
So now that we have all the ingredients washed, what's the next thing?
The first thing that we are going to prepare are the fried beans.
Okay.
For that, we need 1 can of black beans. Okay. We will open it and we will get the beans into a pot and leave them boiling for about 20 minutes.
Les voy a colar.
Right.
Normally, you can use, the beans that are already not already cooked.
Okay, but that takes
so like this, like this. But yeah, in Mexico we have Oil Express. I don't know, this pot with pressure, and then the beans will be done like in, I don't know, 1 hour. But here, if you want to do it like this, you have to leave it like 8 hours on the water, and then the seeds will be a little bit soft, and then you can boil. And then
okay. So that
for prepare.
Okay.
Yeah.
So here is all the content of the can, and we will put this into our pot. What else you want to add, Carla?
Do you want to ask something, Aya?
No, to add.
1 piece of garlic.
Okay.
Yeah. 1 piece of, the half of an onion. And and also a little bit of coriander. Yeah.
Okay.
This you can find it normally in the Asian shops. Here in Ilmenau, in Damascus, there is you can find this food. Yeah, and also
a pinch of salt.
Yeah. We have it there.
What was that other thing that you were? Is that black pepper?
No, it's salt.
Salt.
So just a pinch of salt, and that's all. We will leave it here for about 20 minutes, like we mentioned. So if we can check the time.
Here.
So will this cook on low heat, minimum heat, or?
Sorry, I didn't get your question.
So will this be cooking on low heat or minimum?
Medium heat. So we will leave it in the number 5 from our stove. We have 9 levels, so medium heat.
Yeah, this is just to give like the beans a bit of flavor, but normally if you cook it from like 0 from the seeds, yeah, it's also
it takes longer.
Yeah, it takes longer.
Oh, okay.
But actually, like this, yeah, it's very good. But we before boil it, we wash it just because this has kind of like, I don't know, water with sugar or something. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, it's working. Yeah.
Okay, the second thing that we are going to start preparing is a red sauce and spicy sauce. So therefore, we are going to preheat our pan, medium heat again.
Yeah.
And we will put on the top 1 tomato, 1 red tomato,
Okay.
1 clove of...
Nice.
Yeah, the thing with the sauce, it's like there are many ways to cook sauce, like cruda,
raw.
Okay, and also like on a grill. And yeah, tonight we are going to make a grill sauce. And yeah, it could be a little bit strange for you because you have to let the ingredients a little bit burn.
Burnt, yes.
And this gives the flavor. Yeah.
I think I know that technique.
And don't forget to turn on the air on your kitchen. Otherwise,
everywhere gets smoky.
yeah,
and your neighbors might not be very happy with this.
Yeah, I guess not. So.
I see. However, I know this particular technique, but in the oven, where you put all of your ingredients and then you let it bake or roast a bit, just some. Yeah,
I think it's common if you want to increase the flavor of some ingredients. Actually, in Mexico, we don't use that much the pan, but we have something called comal, which is very similar. It's the same circle, but without the high part surrounding it. And especially it's made to heat or preheat the tortillas.
Oh, okay. What's it called again?
Comal. Yes.
Comal. Yeah.
So, yes, while we are waiting, I think we can start chopping some of the other ingredients, like the rest of the onion,
we can
1 tomato.
Yeah, for the guacamole, we need to chop things, and also for Pico De Gallo.
Yes, so summarizing again, we will make 4 side dishes. The first one are the fried beans. The second one will be the spicy sauce. The third one is going to be guacamole, which is, I think, very popular here and very easy to make. In this one you can add extra ingredients. It's really up to you, the taste you want to get. And the fourth one is called Pico De Gallo, which is a sauce made by mixing raw ingredients, tomato, onion, coriander. Optional, if you want to add some chili, it's also possible to add a little bit of the spicy.
Okay. So this meal does not have any kind of meat, nothing?
No. None of them has any meat or animal products.
Great. Okay.
So it's
So
perfect
is it common to have this kind of meals in Mexico? How much meat do people in Mexico actually consume?
I guess it depends on the during the time on the day, because for like the meal, normally you eat meat like chicken or fish or cow. It depends.
So
But it's common also in the night, like something small like quesadillas or eggs, not super
okay.
big.
Yeah, unfortunately in Mexico we don't have that many options like in here, where you can find cheese for vegetarian people. But if you are vegetarian, I think here in Germany it's definitely easier to find
Or
some more
cheaper
ingredients.
even. Because maybe you can find it, but really like at least in Mexico City,
For high prices.
but super high prices.
Oh wow, okay. So Mexico is it's not vegetarian friendly, you would say.
I guess now they are
It's becoming a little bit. But
yeah, and also our street food, it's made by maize, like corn, and also beans, and yeah, some veggies. Then for vegetarians, that it works.
Okay. Great.
I would chop the onion.
yes. Please.
No, we were trying to chop the onion before, but we didn't because we didn't want to cry in front of the camera. It's fine.
Okay. So is this something you do very often? I mean, with the hand that you turn is it not too hot for you?
No, yes, actually this is very common in Mexico. We do it as well with the tortillas, like we are not using any extra stuff to flip them around. So I guess somehow we are already used to this.
Yes.
Okay, and you don't get any bumps at all?
You do, but at the very beginning.
Used to it and then, yeah.
You get used to it and then you don't get bumps.
I don't know. The moms normally they don't complain, so
you learn, and then should not complain.
Okay. Wow, that's a great skill you have there.
But this thing,
yes.
I guess it will be also interesting for you to get to know about this thing. So this is a lime presser. We brought this from Mexico, and actually it's very helpful, and we couldn't find one in here. So
No, you can buy online, but it's very expensive, and in Mexico costs like 10
less than €1.
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Not like you could not find it, but it was the price difference, right?
exactly.
But I mean, also ordering something from Mexico and sending it all the way here, how much does it cost? Is that not expensive? Like in the end, is it not better off to just buy it here, even when it costs more than it costs in Mexico?
I don't know. I mean, it costs a lot if you buy it online, even like here. But at least me, I didn't send anything from Mexico to here. And you, Jessie?
No, me neither.
David did it. I don't know.
Like the stuff I knew I would miss the most, I brought with me from the very beginning. So we are prepared for that.
Oh, okay. So it means you use lime a lot for a lot of things. What kind, apart from cooking? Right? Okay. So what else do you use lime for?
For everything. For everything.
Yeah.
Because there is something very interesting, but we have also the Schnitzel The German Schnitzel, it's traditional for us in Mexico, but we call it Milanesa.
Oh,
and yeah, this is also common for us. So it's basically the same main dish, but the sides are different. And we serve it like in here with a piece of lime or a piece of lemon on the top, but we also like to put lemon in the soup, on the top of the tacos, like when we are eating some raw vegetables, like on everything, I guess, right, Carla?
Yeah.
Great. So how much time is it for this particular meal?
For this is super easy. I mean, with the beans, even yeah, everything could be get ready like in half an hour, I guess.
Yeah, probably
even
yes.
Sauces. Even the different sauces that you're making.
Well, I think the thing that takes more time is chopping all the ingredients, because once we are done with that, it will be very easy, the rest.
Okay. But is this common for every Mexican meal? That you can whip it up in 30 minutes, 1 hour, and then you're able to eat?
Maybe 1 hour could be the average time. But something that is very traditional for us is that you just have an spicy sauce ready at home, like to eat with the rest of the dishes. So either green sauce, either red sauce should be prepared. Like you make a big amount, let's say at the beginning of the week, and then you use the same sauce to eat every day with the rest of the dishes.
Oh, okay, I see. So it takes lesser time to whip up something.
Exactly. So you are preparing like every day just one main dish or something like this.
And the main dish don't take that much time before they are ready.
Like 1 hour?
Like 1 hour, I think it's an average time that could be considered.
And also, for example, the difference between here and Mexico, it's like our spices are most of the time like salt, maybe coriander and chili, but oregano. Yeah, but here they use a lot of pepper, like pepper, and tons of other kind of spices.
Ah, I see. Cool. Nice. So what's the next thing we're doing after you cut up all the vegetables?
So once we finish chopping all the vegetables, we will start mixing. And we need to cool down the beans a little bit before we mix them with the blender.
Actually, these beans are called frijoles de la olla, like pot beans. And you could, because with these sauce and with the things we put, has a very good taste, like it's kind of like a soup. And then you can eat like this and add, for example, feta cheese and eat it warm. Yeah. But you take this and we will explain the other steps, but to make it like fried beans. But many things of Mexican food has the same ingredients but in a different way.
Oh, okay, I see. Nice.
¿Esto en cuál está? Lo voy a poner más fuerte.
Sí.
Yeah.
So, like, usually when you serve this kind of meal, is there some kind of drink that will accompany this meal? Or is it a free choice? I mean.
So about the drinks, yeah, this is also an interesting topic because, for example, for lunch, we are very used to drinking fresh fruit water.
Yeah.
Like with every fresh fruit waters, yes. So you have to prepare a mix in the blender from fresh fruit, some sugar and water. And then you add more water up to your taste. But yeah, we don't drink natural water, I think, with the meal, with the lunch, basically.
And also the thing is, here you can drink water from the sink. And in Mexico, we have these big bottles.
Okay.
And yeah, you have to buy it.
Ah, I see. Okay.
And I mean, you can buy a filter, but nowadays it's a little bit more common. But before was always like you have to boil your water or have these things at home.
Boil the water, cool down, and then you store it in this bottle.
Yeah, in your house, if you forget to buy and then you are thirsty, you have to do that. Or don't drink water.
Yeah, this could be said, I think, for lunch, but maybe in the morning, yeah, we are used to drinking 1 cup of coffee and maybe fresh juice, like orange juice or a mix of different fruits. This is also very typical for us.
Yeah, also to buy things in the market, fresh fruits water or atole. This is made by corn and milk. Yeah, I don't know from where it comes from, but it's also common that people buy on the streets.
Oh, okay. So I mean, since you talked about the food, how it doesn't take so much time sometimes, the main dish, right, to cook and be ready. Do you think that the food, the preparation method, and all of this are very important, or I mean, anyone is able to just do as they wish? Do you think there is a strict prescription that you have to follow to make Mexican meals?
I guess there are some small stuffs that, for example, for this sauce, if you do it like this, the flavor will be different. I mean, they can cook as they want or as we want, but we try to follow these steps just to get or be close to the flavors in Mexico.
Yeah, there is not a recipe that you can follow 100% of the times, and it really comes up to the person. Like when you are used to eating at home, the taste of the meals that your mom used to prepare for you or something like this, you will adjust, no? When you are cooking, maybe add a little bit more of this, a little bit more of that ingredient, so that you can get a similar taste in the end.
So are there some kind of food that cut across every family, every, how do I say this then? Like, does this have influence on how buoyant the family is? Or is it, I mean, the food that maybe some people would eat because they have more money to buy food, is it typically different from what an average income family would get in Mexico?
I mean, you will maybe say that families with more income, they will consume more international food, maybe. Or, but the typical flavor of Mexican cuisine, I will say that doesn't matter. Everybody can get it because it's based on beans, corn, rice, chili.
Yeah, all the ingredients are on an average cost, but maybe something that could differ from one family to the other is the amount of meat that they buy.
Yeah.
And it also depends like on the region, because like we mentioned before, it differs from the center to the north. The amount of meat that you eat in the north is definitely higher compared to the center. But in the center we have a wider variety of fruits and vegetables, for instance.
Okay. So for our audience who are watching and cooking along, if you have any question, like I said before, please do not hesitate to use the chat of the YouTube stream,
I think
and
it's
we'll
almost done.
answer your questions. So if you have any questions for Jessi and Karla, please use the chat function. Thank you.
Good.
So
nice. Okay, so
I will turn off the pan that we were using for the sauce, the spicy sauce, because as we can see here, the tomato is starting to peeling off, and we can already see some dark dots on the chili, so it means that this is ready. So we will just let it cool down for a few minutes. Also, the beans have been boiling for the 20 minutes that we mentioned at the beginning. And we will do the same with them. We will let them cool down for a few minutes before moving them to the blender.
Yeah.
In the meantime, I think we can start preparing the Pico De Gallo.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is very easy.
This is actually very...
This is just mix things.
Easy to make, and...
Yeah. But also...
Yeah. We also need to chop the coriander.
Yeah.
So I will start mixing here. It's 1 tomato, which is already chopped. This is half of the onion that we had. So I will just put maybe the half of this. So 1 quarter of onion.
All right.
About 1 spoon of olive oil.
For example, I don't make it with oil, like in Mexico.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the thing is, we have a lot of, actually we discover we have a lot of differences in the kitchen. Yeah, because she comes from Puebla and I'm from the city. And then, yeah.
So the location also affects the method of cooking sometimes.
Yes, but I will say that, yeah, my favorite dish actually comes from Puebla. It's mole, and yeah, they know how to do it.
You cook it differently than how Jessi would make it.
Some small things.
Ah, okay.
So I pressed already half of 1 lime, and you can put the coriander inside. You want to use all the
We can
onion?
make the half. Normally, I guess this goes with chili, and then you can make the half for you, and then the half for me. No, it's really true that I don't eat spicy. And I don't drink tequila, so...
I am not saying anything.
It's tequila, I mean, so you think of Mexico, you think of tequila too. I mean, is this something very common, like for everybody? I mean,
Yes.
you just mentioned that you don't drink tequila.
It's super, yeah, it's kind of the...
We have a joke among us that Karla is not a real Mexican because she's not eating spicy and she's neither drinking tequila, so...
But in my defense, I drink mezcal. And I can do these things with my hand. I can take the tortillas from the pan. So
this is a typical skill for most Mexicans, that you can turn things on fire with your hand.
yes, that's why.
So if I do that,
that's why I have learned.
Oh, okay. So if I'm able to do that, can I be qualified as being a Mexican?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Did you add already sauce?
What?
Salt?
No.
And we have to put, salt. Just a bit. I mean, I don't put much. Yeah.
But this sauce looks like something that will go really nice with bread, you know? Can this be eaten with bread?
Yeah.
There is also a very easy recipe to follow if you already have the fried beans and this sauce, which is called molletes. For molletes, the base is white bread, then you put fried beans on the top, and over the fried beans you add 1 layer of cheese, and after that you can put them in the oven for, I don't know, let's say 5 to 10 minutes to let the cheese melt a little bit. And once the cheese is melted, you just add the sauce on the top, and it's very delicious.
I see. So it seems that the Mexican cuisine is very flexible. I mean,
It is.
It is.
I mean, you do not have to be a professional to be able to whip up something Mexican.
No.
Nice.
So this sauce, it's ready.
Yeah. One without.
One with chili and one with no chili.
Okay.
And this is basically the Pico De Gallo. We call it like this. So all the ingredients are raw. Just to remember, we have tomato, we have onion, coriander, and the chili is
And the
optional. The lime, the juice of one lime, I already put inside. And you can mix with olive oil if you want. If you don't want with oil, it's also fine.
Okay.
So we can also start.
We can also start with the...
We can show them how to open an avocado. Without, there are in Instagram a lot of ways to, like, they just cut themselves because they didn't open an avocado. So it's just like this, and then you just
Okay. It's in the middle.
yeah.
Oh, did you turn that? You turned that, right?
Yeah. So
Yeah, but the thing is, a lot of people gets injured while trying to remove the seed from the middle. I mean, we usually do it like this with the knife, but you have to be careful when you are doing it.
Okay.
It's not a big issue, but you have to be careful.
And also to take it out, some people just take out like the skin like this, and that's why it's very difficult.
But you can easily do it with a spoon, so
Yeah.
it makes it much more easy.
Don't you want me to first?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can, yes, you can do it in here or in another plate.
Like here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We will smash the avocado first. And
Yeah. If you, for example, want to cut the avocado first, you can do that, like this, and then with the spoon take it out.
Okay, then it comes out easily.
Yeah. But I mean, like, if you want to put like in a bread or something, yeah, it's an easy way to do it.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Nice.
yeah, to smash the avocado, you can just use a fork,
Okay.
and it's very easy. Like on the internet, you will find a lot of videos where people put the avocado in the blender. They use cream, they use milk, they add so many ingredients. But no, actually it's very easy, and you don't need anything else but a fork.
Okay. Okay.
The rest of the tomato that we have chopped, we will put inside of the guacamole. This is also optional because, yeah, some people don't like the taste of tomato. It could happen, so it's optional. Like, it really adds a good flavor, but if you don't like it, just leave it apart from.
Here in Germany, it's very common that they use pepper. and I never have tried before until I came here.
What kind of pepper? The paprika, you mean?
No, with
you mean they will use salt and pepper?
Yeah,
for the flavor.
Yeah, for the flavor.
Ah, okay.
For the guacamole, but yeah.
Okay, we are also adding the juice of 1 lime. Well, the half of it, I think it's enough. It was quite juicy. And this is also a good tip if you don't want the avocado to be or to become black. You can add some drops of lime and it should be fine. You can keep it in the fridge.
Okay, okay. So for how long can this be preserved in the fridge? With this method, with the drop of lime?
Well, it usually lasts a little bit longer, but yeah, not that long, because when you add the salt, then it makes the opposite effect.
Ah, okay.
But I mean, if you buy like 1 avocado and you want to eat it along the week, this is what I usually do. I put some drops of lime on the top, then I will cover it with the transparent plastic or foil. And I can keep it in the fridge for about 1 week.
Oh, okay, I see. So the tomatoes that you have roasted, do you take off the skin or are you using?
No, they still have the skin, like we didn't remove anything. Okay. Not even the seeds, but if you want to do it, it's also fine to use, let's say, the hard part of the tomato.
Oh, okay. Nice. So, I mean, how has it been for you here in Ilme now?
You want to put some
How's
salt?
it been? Yeah. Being a student, have you been able to meet the same, do you have the same standard of life as when you were back home in terms of food?
For me, it's more or less the same. I mean, there was easier because I just bought everything. And here I have to cook by myself, but yeah. I mean, you adjust, but at least how I ate, I'm able to. I mean, sometimes I miss, like
some
fresh, for example, the
yes.
water, fresh fruits water. But yeah, for me it's okay. But of course we miss the corn. This is kind of more difficult to get here. You can buy it online, the tortillas, or made it. But yeah, also takes time.
But I mean, there are Mexican restaurants here in Germany, right? So how do these people get their ingredients? They like you said, that the Mexican cuisine is a bit flexible. Does this mean that they improvise, or how would you explain that they get their ingredients?
I guess they make it like in a big scale, and that's why they have like the contacts and they import the food. Because I mean, you can buy the tortillas here, and normally, for example, we organize between all the Mexicans here in Ilme now, and we buy in these Mexican online shops. And for example, we make a big order, and then we can get better prices, no? Yeah, and we share, for example, the shipping cost.
The shipping cost.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So how many times have you done that here since you got to Ilme now?
2 or 3 times. I mean, I am here since October last year, but you have been here for a little bit longer, no?
Since May. It's also not that long.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so with the guacamole, we also have finished. So this is ready too. We can move it to the table.
Really yummy.
And we can make first the beans.
Yeah.
Because
you want to take, we can put it here.
We will remove a little bit from the water that we use for boiling the beans, but not all of it, since we need some liquid to put in the blender and mix them.
We can mix it right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Un poquito, a little bit more. So the rest of the ingredients, like the coriander, onion, and garlic, will stay inside, and we will mix in the same pot that we were using.
Yeah, in the pot. And when that happens, we can also put this here.
In case that you don't have a mixer or a blender at home, you can also smash the beans by hand, but in that case I would recommend to remove the other ingredients like the onion and the garlic, but you can chop it and fry it on the pan before putting the beans to the pan. It will get a very similar taste.
Yeah, I guess if they are like cold, they can use, for example, a jar or like to smash it. No, creo que esa no va a salir. ¿Quieres hacer el otro?
This is ready. You can start preheating the other pan if you want.
We'll put it on medium. Yeah. For the sauce, we already put everything also for to mix.
And we need some water.
Yeah, some water.
And a pinch of salt.
Yeah.
For the sauce, you can also add a little bit of coriander to make it look nicer. And we already have the coriander here since we are using it for the other sauces, so it will be nice.
So this be chopped as well?
Yes, but a little bit less, so to leave the green color, let's say, on the top of the sauce.
Yeah, we have many colors of sauce in Mexico.
Yeah, I see it. The meal looks really colorful.
I can wash it.
So our spicy red sauce is also ready now. And what else?
If you don't want like a spicy, just don't add the chili.
The chilies.
Like this one I'm not going to eat. You are eating? Maybe?
So you're currently preheating the pan, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the big one is already preheating, but we also need a small one to fry the beans. The big one we will use to start making the quesadillas or the sincronizadas. Karla will start with that. And it's actually very easy, as you will see.
I'm looking forward to see you turn the tortilla wraps with your hand again. Maybe the next time you see me, I'll be I'll be turning that also with my hand.
So just a little bit of oil on the small pan to fry the beans.
So not so much oil.
No, it's really less, like a little bit, maybe 1 teaspoon should be fine.
Okay. Can one use butter in place of oil?
Yes, you can also use butter, but I think the taste will jump out a little bit from the beans.
Okay.
And for example, for what we are doing, it's a quesadilla. Actually, it's not a sincronizada. Sincronizada should be with ham.
Yes.
But here is a big discussion about what is quesadilla and what it's not. Because in Mexico City,
Only in Mexico City.
We eat quesadillas without cheese.
Which makes not much sense, but...
Yeah. But this is a quesadilla with flour tortilla. And then you wait until it's a bit, warm.
You will see, because the color of the tortilla will turn a little bit dark.
There is 2 ways to do it, like the half, or you can put all the cheese. I will make, 1-on-1 maybe.
Yeah, you can make both.
Yeah.
And
you can add cheese as much as you want. So, yeah. And then, like, you close it. And and the fire, if you want a little bit like crunchy, you can put it like in the middle. But if not, our numbers are from 0 to 9. So now it's like on number 3.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you just, wait until the cheese is melting.
And that's it. It's actually that's very easy to make.
But then when it's really hot and the cheese is melted in the wrap, do you take this out with your hand as well?
Yes. Actually, this is more like you are having a dinner with your family, and maybe they are like on the table, and yeah, you are cooking, and then it's like, ah, it's ready, and then just you give to someone and like eat.
Okay. I mean, for those of us who do not have this skill yet, who have not acquired this skill of turning over with our hands, we
Now,
can
first,
use
yeah, like
and
this.
okay.
Yeah, but I had to defend myself, you know, at least. So
To show that you're a pure Mexican woman.
yes.
So I already put the beans on the pan, and yeah, they are already cooked because we put them before in the pot. And so we actually just need to reduce a little bit the humidity that they have, let's say, to make them more solid, and then they will be ready.
I'm already making the second.
Ah, I see.
No, I really,
Good.
we really would like to cook something more than snacks, but yeah, the ingredients, like to get it, yeah, people should buy it online. Like the other kind of tortillas. We just bake together rosca de reyes and also pan de muerto. And yeah, we are getting better at our skills.
So you don't take that, do you just lay them on each other?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah, it's also if you put ham, then you put the cheese on the ham and you wait until the cheese is melted. And that's all.
Nice. So let's talk about the student life here in Ilma now. How's it been so far? How does one actually come to Germany? Like, is it influenced by the kind of career, that you choose for yourself, or what really brought you down to Germany? Is the question.
Well, I think for me it's definitely a country close related to my career. I studied industrial engineering in my home country, and it's not the first time that I am in Germany because I already did an exchange here. That was in 2014, yeah, already 6 years ago. I spent one semester as an exchange student in another university.
Oh, okay.
And when I graduated, I started working. And after working for a couple of years, I decided to do my master. And definitely Germany was top one in my list because I already knew the country. Somehow I know the language, so this was an advantage to me.
Okay. How about you, Karla?
Yeah, in my case, it's not super related to what I studied because I made my career in marketing, and here it's not that common. But then, yeah, from like life, I just met, I made friends from Germany, and I started to travel here, and yeah, always for me have been a safe country. And I don't know, in Mexico right now the conditions of like security life are not very good, and yeah, that's why I decided to come here because yeah, to also try new things. And yeah, why not after some time of working there in Mexico to study.
Oh, you also worked in Mexico before coming here?
Yeah, I have been working for a while there in different marketing agencies. And now my master is in communication science, but it's more, before I was more in business, and now I'm more in, scientific methods, and I'm learning much. It's very interesting.
Ah, nice. So what has been what was your initial experience as a student, arriving from a culture? What was it like here, settling here in Germany?
Without Corona or with Corona? For me, it's strange because everything was online. I mean, I arrived with my friends in Regensburg first, and then it was less complicated for me. At least I was lucky. But at the same time, in the beginning was a little bit difficult because, to get used to the system, and and everything online was a bit strange, and also the workload. but it's very cool. I mean, I like the associations. I'm part of ISB, that organize a conference every 2 years, and also from this association we organize the Sprachtreff. Every Tuesday we encourage people that they are learning already Spanish to practice, and then we have this conversation club at 5 p.m. And for me, being a student, it's an opportunity to create new projects and to also practice my German. I'm not good as Jessi, but I'm on my way. But this is my experience. I guess for Jessi it's different.
How's it been for you, Jessi?
Yeah, I mean, it has been so far a good experience, and actually I met with Karla by coincidence. Like, we didn't know we were going to be flatmates, but it has been really nice, and I got to know a lot of people through her, and also the associations. I am also taking part in the language exchange meeting every Tuesday, and it's very interesting way to know other people, other cultures. We also like to share about our country, our cuisine in there, so if you are more interested in Mexico, in the Mexican food, you can join us every Tuesday.
It's cool. It's not just people from Mexico. We are a lot of Latin Americans or Spanish speakers, because also we have people from Spain, for example, and and as Jessi mentioned, it was a very big coincidence to be flatmates, but it's very cool. Great. We want to make a restaurant here.
That would be great. I mean, here in Illinois.
I don't know. It doesn't matter where. I guess cool works.
It could work.
You should have it here in Illinois so we can have undiluted Mexican cuisine here.
Yeah, it would be great. We couldn't miss that much the taste of home.
Here in Illinois there are not Mexican restaurants, and I mean, I was in Coburg in one of them, and in Erfurt there is one too. It's called Espitas, but I never have been there, so far I don't know how it is.
In Thuringen, I don't know any Mexican restaurant. I have been, I think, in Berlin and Munich, but that was all.
For example, in München, I know one place called La Taqueria, and it's very good. And I mean, it's like true tacos, cochinita tacos. And also in Regensburg, there is one called Guacamole, and it's also very good. But here, no.
Oh. Then that's why you should start yours,
We will consider this possibility.
I will be a customer.
Nice.
Well, actually in Erste Woche, Jessi just arrived, and that's why she didn't join.
I was in quarantine, I think.
She just arrived, but David and I, we were cooking chilaquiles. We kind of improvise, and then we use these tortilla chips. We use this sauce we just cook now, and you just put the tortilla chips, and then you add
sauce on the top.
The sauce on the top, and also you put like sour cream, and you can use onions and some feta cheese. This is another dish from Mexico.
Very typical for breakfast and very delicious. We can highly recommend it.
Yeah, also. So these are almost, these are done. When you can.
So the open one, at what point do you put the cheese in? The ones that are still open. Oh, there's cheese inside already.
Yeah.
Looks yummy.
Yeah, for example, I get used to eat with this sauce. It's called Valentina, and you can buy it online.
What's it made of? Is it like ketchup? It has some varieties of chili, and then what else is inside? Chili, vinegar, salt, and some other ingredients that are not well described in the bottle.
Okay. So if this cannot be found, what's the alternative?
I didn't hear.
What is the alternative of that sauce if we do not find that particular one?
No, that you make the one we just made. I mean, yeah. And also you ask us where we put like lime, and for example we used to eat carrots, cucumber, and something called jicama, that is kind of root, super fresh and kind of not sweet. Like,
the taste might be similar to kohlrabi here.
Yeah, kinda. And we eat also with this called tajin, and it's like a mix of chili again and lime
and salt.
Yeah.
Nice.
I think, for example, this also, I brought it from Mexico, but you can buy it also online.
So what is one particular ingredient or spice that can be found in every Mexican meal?
Coriander? No. Also not.
I don't know.
I don't know, like in every Mexican.
Maybe onion,
maybe beans, or maybe
corn.
Corn or beans, I will say.
But what kind of spice? Is that? Pepper,
oregano.
Garlic.
Garlic, maybe.
Yeah?
Yeah, now it's ready because you can't take it.
And it's super hot.
It's super hot now. Yeah, so I will take it out from here. La voy a tapar. Yeah. In Mexico we have something called tortilleros, like it's a box made to conserve the temperature of the tortillas or but here we don't have.
Now using that.
Yeah, she's improvising.
Yeah, we are improvising.
Can I have the other Pico De Gallo to put the rest of the onion?
Oh yeah.
Or do it.
Yeah.
It's fine.
It's fine. But we can. Yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to use this bowl for the beans.
Looks very good.
Yeah, we can see the beans are boiling again here, so they are basically done.
A bit of avocado.
So, is there any kind of meal here in Germany that, when you learned how to cook it, you found it a bit strange?
To find it a bit strange.
How much of German food do you even cook, or maybe any food that is not typical Mexican that you have been cooking here in Germany?
I don't know.
I mean, I have cooked some things, like for example this Klöße, but I guess we have like puré de papa, so it's kind of the same. Maybe the rotkohl, for example.
Yeah, the red cabbage with red wine.
Yeah.
I never tried before until this Christmas.
Maybe glühwein.
And maybe, yeah, glühwein.
Glühwein for me was very strange in the beginning.
The hot wine for the winter.
The hot wine was strange?
Yeah, because we don't have something similar. Actually, we have a hot drink typical for the season, but the base of it are some fruits, a mix of fruits. And then if you want to add some alcohol or liquor, you do it at the end. Like once you have served your cup or your glass, then you add the liquor to it.
I see. So are we setting the table now?
Yes, we have almost finished with everything.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to cut the quesadilla or sincronizada.
If you want.
Yeah,
or like.
It's okay.
Normally, actually, you make it like with your hands. Yeah. You have. Yeah. Or else we are.
No, we have finished, I think.
We have finished.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Yes.
So who's tasting for us?
Karla is tasting the non-spicy stuff.
We can.
Yeah, I will try it with the chips, and I will take the spicy
You just
stuff.
shouldn't like way too much.
This one is yours.
Thank you. I guess
It looks yummy.
yeah. So, and normally you eat it like with your hands like this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good.
Okay.
Very good.
I'm jealous I cannot be there with you. Okay.
I will bring another spoon.
Yeah. For
For the
other.
sauce.
Good. Like you can check if you like the amount of salt,
Okay.
and if you want to add more. Yeah.
You can add more.
No, but I think everything is
I think
fine.
it's
now.
fine. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Okay.
we have tried almost everything now.
Nice. So for anyone tuned in or who has put along with Jessi and Karla, if you have any questions, please use the chat function of the YouTube, and we will be able to, or Jessi and Karla will be able to answer your questions. Great. So it tastes really good.
It does, yes.
So thank you to everyone. If you do not have any questions that put along with us today, Jessi and Karla, would you like to drop maybe your Instagram handle for the people to follow you in case they have any questions? I mean, you do not have to.
Yeah.
I don't know my account. That's true.
My Instagram is Limon Jess or Jessica Limon. You can find me like that on Instagram.
Mine really, I don't know. I guess
Karla I guess.
I really don't know. I don't use much Instagram.
Yeah, but in case you have any questions, you can contact me. I can contact you again. And that's all. No, yeah. But really, we will be very happy to see the pictures of your food if you have done it already, if you do it in the following days. Send us a picture. We will be very happy to share with you some comments.
Instagram with the hashtag International Dinner Virtual.
Exactly.
So everyone can see this. We hope we had so many people who cooked along. And if not, we hope that some people may sometimes later, like myself, and I will be happy to share the pictures with you so you can tell me how well I have done.
Perfect. Yes.
Yeah, so it was a great evening with both of you. Thank you very much for hosting us. And for everyone that has joined this evening, thank you for obliging us and thank you for cooking along or just joining. If you have any questions, if you have any complaints, if there are any information that you may need, please do not hesitate to reach out to us at the international office. Again, my name is Ayo, and it was lovely hanging out with you guys today.
Thank you very much for inviting us.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. So that will be all for today. If there are no other things that you would like to say.
No, I think this is all.
No, also if you want to come to the Sprachtreff,
the language exchange meeting, we will be happy to meet you there as well.
Yeah.
Great. So if you enjoyed this video and you would like to see more of it, click the subscribe button and we will keep you posted. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.